What is going on, everybody? Hope all is well. So sorry I have not made any videos in quite a long time. Um, just with working 6 days a week and then coming out of peak and getting sick, it seems like every week my kids come home with some type of sickness or germ or whatever. So I'm back at it again. So I'm going to go over some pros and cons, what I have learned, and what to expect working with UPS. So I'm going to go over what I have learned first. What I have learned in the last few months is that we do get raises every year. It should be in August. I do not know how much they're going to be. If you're not there for 9 months to a year, you do not get holiday pay, which sucks. So I did not get holiday pay for Thanksgiving, Christmas, and New Year's. But it's okay. Still got a time and a half. Anything over 25 hours a week, over 5 hours a day is considered overtime. So that's good. It's really weird because when I went there, they're like, anything over 25 hours is overtime. And I'm like, how's that overtime? But I've learned to realize that is true. So that's really good. What else have I learned? That I might have said this in the beginning, but when I first started working at UPS, a lot of people were telling me that if let's just say you're sick, but you come to work or you have to leave early, you get paid 3.5 hours. Now, that means if you work an hour, hour and a half, two, whatever, they're supposed to pay you the rest. Well, come to find out, that is not true at all. If you voluntarily leave, you do not get paid 3.5 hours. So if you first start there and people are telling you you get paid 3.5 hours, that's not true. Make sure you're aware of that, because I thought this whole time I was getting paid and I was not until about a month ago. So that was really unfortunate. Now I'm going to be going over the pros and cons to working for UPS. Now, I've been there for about 5 months now, and I've been on the same three truck pool for the last 4 to 5 months. And so about 3 weeks ago, a driver came in for triple time or double, what, time and a half or triple time or something like that. So they ended up bumping me because there was not enough cars that needed to be loaded. So I lost my spot. So this was on a Saturday, because my schedule is Tuesday through Saturday. I do not work Mondays unless it is 100% mandatory, because you're only there for about 2 to 3 hours, and I live about 35 to 40 minutes from my job. So that's not worth for me to get up and go there. So I know a lot of people might get upset with me saying that, but it is what it is. I'm not going to go not that I'm lazy and I don't want to get up. It's beating my car up for like $60. So it's not worth it to me, even if it is $60. So I lost my spot. And then that Tuesday, when after my 2 days off, I went back to work on Tuesday, and they asked me to go to the unload. So I go to the unload thinking that I'm going to be permanent and unload. About a week goes by, and then they move me to another belt. So here I'm thinking I'm going to be on this belt, and that did not happen. So it's really unfortunate, because now I lost my spot all the way around, and every time I think that I'm getting a permanent spot, I am not. So that's unfortunate. So don't volunteer to go anywhere. If you're having any problems, I would talk to your managers and see if you could get that resolved, if that's where you want to be. I could care less. As long as I'm getting my hours, I don't care where they put me. So that's kind of where I'm at. I'm also breaks. Before peak, you don't get no breaks. During peak, you don't get no breaks. And after peak, you don't get no breaks. So if you think you're going to get a 15-minute break, that's not true. You will not get a break. If you have to go to the bathroom, somebody that you're working next to, you just say, hey, or you tell your supervisor, hey, I got to go to the bathroom real quick. Can you watch my spot? And they'll help you out with that. So I've kind of been going back and forth with, do I want to stick with UPS or do I want to go somewhere else? And I don't know how true this is, but I know where I live, they were saying that they're supposed to be laying off 15,000 UPS workers. I know there's a place south of me in where I live. They are starting to lay people off. So I hope that's not true, because if that's true, they're probably going to get rid of me first, because I'm the lowest man on the totem pole, so I've been told. So that's really unfortunate. So I am keeping my eye out for something better. $21 an hour is good money, but lately we've been only getting like less than 5 hours a day. We were supposed to pick up some new routes, and then they were supposed to bump us up to 5+ hours a day. And now, instead of February that was supposed to happen, now it's either March or April. But if they're laying people off, that doesn't sound like they're going to be picking up any routes. So I don't know what's going on. I'll find out what is going on with that. I hope that's not true, because just started there. It's not that I don't dislike my job. There's every company or corporation you work for, you're going to have good and bad. You're going to have great managers. You're going to have horrible managers. You're going to have great people you work with and horrible people you work with. You're not going to click, you're not going to click with everybody. So keep that in mind. It's not a bad job. It's very, very physical. When I first started, I weighed 175 pounds. Now I'm down to just over 150. So be prepared to work. Also, before peak, my checks were anywhere between $300 to $400 a week. During peak, for those 6 weeks, my checks were over $500-600, which is really nice a week. You get paid every week. And then after peak, now they're down to like $300 to $400 a week. Especially now that they're kind of not getting a lot of packages or volume. So my checks have gone down a lot. So I'm definitely keeping my eye out for something else. I know the benefits to UPS are really amazing from what I've been told. I've only been there for, like I said, 5 months, so can't really say yay or nay on that. It's really good place if you want to move up in the company. You could become a supervisor. They're constantly asking me if that's what I want to do, but they only get about an hour, maybe 2 more a day than we do. And then the truck drivers are the ones who really benefit from it, because a year 5, I believe you're at $50 an hour. So best scenario is being a truck driver. It's not a bad gig. So like I said, eventually I want to be there, but we'll see what happens with the layoffs. I did miss my opportunity in the spring, so it was really, before peak, I was like October, I missed my spot. Then I was going to apply for the new routes, but now they're pushing that back, so I don't know what's going on. So if they end up cutting me, then I'll have to find something else. So I'll keep you guys up to date. So sorry I haven't made any videos, like I said, and I will see you guys in the next one.